strong, independent women.
I like to party, I like to get it started. I'm spending all my money. Better drag me out.
Y'all are a mess.
Hey, look at us.
Cheers
I
with
get-
coffee.
You look cute there.
Oh, thank you. We're just
Hi,
hanging out
man.
hanging out in the park. So
Yeah.
well, ladies, thank you for joining me to talk about Run the World Season 2 on Stars. And what I love about this series, it celebrates a celebration of Black friendship and sisterhood. So what are the challenges they're facing this season?
Oh, they're all learning a lot about themselves
Yes.
this season. I think both for my character, she's, spoiler alert, cheated on her fiance last season. So she's trying to figure out why she did that and why she blew up her entire life, because she's a very, A student and does everything right and always doesn't ever want to let anyone down. So that's the big challenge for her, is figuring out what is going to bring her peace, because she doesn't know what's going on inside of her.
Yeah. And my character, she quit her job and she left her husband. So that's a big wowie. And so, so she's going and venturing off and making, doing her own business. And second season, she has to become an entrepreneur. Like, she never realized how hard that would be and how much effort and how much work it takes, how much you have to have tenacity to go through and do that. And as well as her love life, it's in shambles. And she's trying to figure that out. And she matches up with a very established bachelor, and he's wealthy, and she tries that out, and she's figuring out what works for her. And she has to follow her heart and not her mind for the first time. And that's a little bit of that.
Yeah. And then my character, I think she thinks she has to have everything figured out in her career or in her relationship. They're in their 30s. I think there's a lot of pressure on men and women to feel like, okay, I'm at this, point in my life where I'm supposed to have all the checks marked, be in that relationship, getting married, be established in my career. And she is deciding that it's still okay to be figuring things out, because she makes bold moves in both directions, her career and her relationship this season. And she does it unapologetically and fearlessly. And was really fun to play. And I think it'll be really fun for viewers to watch.
And your chemistry really translate into this series, so you guys have to be good friends outside of this show too.
Yeah, we are.
absolutely.
We are.
Yeah.
We are together a lot.
And talk about the approach that these characters take when it comes to their romantic relationships. I mean, they're in control and they accept nothing less, right?
Yes and no. I mean, yes, they're in control, and I think they're not settling, which is amazing. But I also think the great thing about our show is it shows what happens when you make a decision. It shows the other side, how it affects people. Like, it shows the male sort of what the consequences are of your actions. So I think it's good to encourage people, obviously, to take control of their relationships and take control of their love interests, and do things unapologetically and boldly, and like make decisions that are for you. But like, also know that when you make decisions, for every action there's a reaction. So you do very much get to see the male perspective on our show, which I love, because I think it ropes in all kinds of viewers. It's not just a show for women or Black women. It's a show for everyone. So I think you get to see how it affects your friendships too, even. I mean, it really runs the gambit.
And it's really hard not to notice the wardrobe in this show. So how bold are we going this season for your characters?
We're going
All
even
the way.
bolder. We're putting the full foot on the gas here. Yes. Shout out to Tracy L. Cox and Patricia Field. We are really going all the way with the hair, the fashion, the makeup. It is a magazine. It is a Vogue Glamour in Style magazine article. It is beautiful pictures we give you while we make you good.
It's hard not to. I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And
you.
in our final moments here, I also love the aspect that this features the mental health parts of friendship, and I don't think that's ever been presented like this before in a series.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, these characters hold themselves accountable for their actions, and they want to go and figure out why they do the things they do, so they can be better versions of themselves and happier versions of themselves. And so we very much normalize going to therapy, very much normalize leaning on your friends. This is a very supportive group of women. There's no jealousy or competition with one another. So we try to show what healthy relationships with ourselves and with others can look like.
Very aspirational. And I mean, I just have to say, how much money would you save if you had the same therapist as all your friends? You wouldn't have to like spend 20 minutes catching people up to speed. They would already know what's going on.
Well, congratulations, ladies, on a wonderful series. And I appreciate your time this morning. And let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes,
you so
thank
much.
you.
Take care.